People who post NSFW pics on Reddit. Have you even been approached by a fan? If so, how did it go? I had always really struggled with body image stuff and didn't want anyone to look at me for the most part. I found this app called Mobbly, which was essentially Instagram for PP pics. I had lost a few pounds and decided to take a leap into the deep end and post a few things since I got to control who could see my private pics through a request accept system. One was a photo of me in my underwear. Someone apparently stole that and posted it on Tumblr. I'm kind of a stocky fat hairy guy with a beard, so I never imagined that happening, but I met someone at a party weeks later that recognized me from it. He told me he saw me there and I felt sick. I asked him if he remembered where, so he found the post and sent a link, and there I was face and all with the camera situated to put my junk in the viewer's face. It had been reblogged like 700 times already, including by some magazines specific to guys like me apparently. I posted a gif of my round man ass jiggling on Reddit about 8 years ago. It ended up being used in some porn ads. Blissfully unaware it was a man ass. I stumbled across a girl I knew on GW. I only figured it out because some items went missing from our work and later showed up in her pictures. I did not confront her about it. It felt creepy enough that I had figured it out, let alone asking her. I used to sell my underwear, socks and stuff online during my college years. I hardly ever met with clients but met this guy. Let's call him Jim. A couple of times in a coffee shop to hand him the package because we lived in the same city. Super quick transaction. Hi. Thanks. Have a good one. All was fine. Happened maybe 3-4 times. Always the same order. Fast forward to a couple years later. I was invited to a job interview. Got there. Met the CEO and we talked for a bit. Everything went great. I met a couple of other people and everyone seemed utterly lovely. At the end of the interview, CEO tells me to wait a bit because he wants me to meet the head of my future department. Well, Jim walks in. I probably wouldn't have recognized him if he hadn't acted all weird and pretty much fled the room after like 30 seconds of awkward staring. I got a call later from him today. He apologized and said that he was looking forward to working with me. I ended up taking another offer. Still get texts from him from time to time asking if I'd still sell him stuff though. So, yeah, that was fun. A friend from high school, who I knew of but didn't know, DM'd me on Facebook letting me know that there was a website dedicated to identifying GW girls. They had most of my pictures, my full name, my hometown, state, and college. That was like 5 years ago and I haven't posted to GW since. I owe her a lot. I used to take and post nudes in cosplay. Full on cosplay smut to satisfy people's fetishes and fantasies. It was fun and I got mildly known in certain niche fandoms. But since I'm not American, I was sure nobody would know who I was in real life. Until one day I went to a con wearing one of my latest cosplays and I ran into a group of cosplayers from the same series I was doing. One of the girls went, "Oh, you look like a guy I follow. He'd do nudes and stuff." Funny, right? Like fully thinking it was a coincidence. I later told them that yeah, that was me. I used to post NSFW pics on Tumblr. About a year after I deleted it, some girls at work found the pictures and sent them to everyone at my work. I had to have a very awkward conversation with my manager, Edit, to answer a couple of questions. The girls did get a talking to and had their probationary period extended, but nothing really came of it. My manager spoke to me about it but I didn't get in trouble. I think the main reason she did was because she found out before I did and she thought I should know. The pictures had been reposted on other sites etc, so I'm assuming they found them on one of those. Didn't really feel like asking them where they found them. I found a girl on Argonuald I knew in high school. Found from that picture she did some professional nude modeling. Never told her I knew. Didn't see a point in telling her. I happened to meet someone who showed me a list of his 4 favorite NSFW Tumblr blogs he followed. Mine was on the list. I am not sure if he actually recognized it was mine and I didn't reveal the fact on my own. I went on a date with someone from a dating site and while at dinner he proceeds to tell me he recognized me from Gone Wild and that's why he wanted to go out with me. It was very awkward after that. And we didn't have a second date. It was kinda cute. I was at a coffee shop and she approached me, asking about the book I was reading. I could tell something else was on her mind. I expected some pyramid scheme pitch. But she casually asked if I posted on Reddit and if I was the username I used at the time. It threw me off guard. Like my real life hit with this anonymous world. But she turned out to be super nice and we ended up dating for a few months. I think she had an abnormal amount of self-confidence and most people wouldn't approach. Edit, I'm a woman. How people are able to recognize others like this is beyond me. I am barely able to remember most of my extended family. Same goes for people I knew from years ago in school or work. I just seem unable to match faces with people personalities. Not in person, but lots of people from my hometown know and have messaged me saying they appreciate my pics, which is definitely code for saying they masturbated to them. I'm totally okay with it though. I mean, that's why post. Yup. I had my picture post on our Progress Pics go fairly viral. It was on the front page all day and men's shelf. Com reached out for an interview at a time where I didn't understand how Reddit worked. I use this same account, the one I'm using now, to post my gay porn nude content on various gay subreddits. It never occurred to me that people who began following my account would now see all that stuff. A couple months after my initial post went viral, I was at a coffee shop here in Salt Lake City when a really nice guy came up to me and told me my weight loss post inspired him to finally tackle his obesity. He also, despite being straight, said I had a beautiful ass and wished his was like mine. It was an incredibly sweet encounter and I was super happy for him. But I later made a new account for my nudes. I can't say I didn't like the attention. But damn, it was embarrassing. Edit, I hope this doesn't come off as narcissistic. This is just what happened and I thought it was a funny, wholesome story. I was approached by a guy on Tinder. He sent me a link to my profile and asked if it was me. I said yes and he immediately started begging for a date. I said no and he started to get threatening. He was like 40 and I was 18. I didn't know I could restrict age and don't remember swiping him. I told him if he ever contacted me again I would go to the police and unmatched blocked him. The week before I finished college I saw him interviewing to be an IT support guy. I'm so glad I finished when I did. I came across a girl on Tinder that I recognized from our Gone Wild. Turns out she lives somewhere in my neighborhood. I swiped right and got kind of obsessed with her for like a day but refused to DM her on Reddit about it. If she comes across my Tinder profile and likes what she sees, then it was meant to be. Edit, this kind of blew up. As unlikely as it may be. Thanks for all the MS hoping to see my wiener on one of her posts one day. I forget the name of the dating site but it allowed people, women and men, to post nudes of themselves next to their vanilla pictures. One day I came across one woman, fairly attractive and close to my age, who had a couple of excellent nudes but, for some reason, I didn't message her. A few weeks later I ran into her. She was a co-worker's sister. I sold my used yoga pants to the fan. Not on Reddit but a photographer I worked with posted my nude photos to their Tumblr. People I knew found them, reposted them to a website that was made for revenge porn and identifying women in pictures. One person sent me a link to the forum. I, regretfully, read the comments. People are mean. Also, I didn't mind the photographer posting them. I signed a contract stating any photo could be published. I wasn't uncomfortable with that. I was uncomfortable with people I went to high school with reposting them with my name and information. I posted a fully clothed weight loss photo and was inundated with requests to join NSFW subs and post nudes. Reddit be thirsty. I don't understand Reddit's algorithm sometimes. This post an hour old with only 5 comments is on the front page. This isn't exactly my story, but I feel this is the only place I can share this. There was a girl at my school who had a video that her boyfriend recorded of them having hanky panky go pretty viral on Tumblr. Everyone knew then, but the couple didn't really seem to care. Fast forward to now. I poop you not, I still see this video if I browse porn. Not even looking, it's just all over. She has had to make a post about dudes from our school hitting her up, either trying to blackmail or just frick her because they assume she's easy. Moral of the story: put a bag on your head. People who post NSFW pics on Reddit, please comment on this so I can have new spank material. Never posted on Reddit. Posted on another website. However, I was recognized at a convention by a guy working at a shop. Bit weird. But he gave me free Kit Kats lol. By approached, do you mean IRL or in the DMS? There was a TV show similar to Last Week Tonight, ridiculing the fetish community. I mentioned a feature of that episode to another guy I knew. Turned out he was the one whose content was featured and we shared a good laugh. I then stepped on his balls and he liked it. Hey you. Thanks for watching Reddit Stories. If you enjoyed the video, consider hitting like and subscribing. Your support means a lot. We also have a Discord community where we will be running giveaways and fun surprises throughout the year. Come along and meet some new friends. You look great today.